Let's go, guys. It's your boy Raul TV, Team R4UL, your favorite YouTube mechanic, back again. And in 2022, by the way. The thing is, what I'm doing is I've got a VW Polo here, a 2013 VW Polo. And if I've done it in the past, we're doing it again, new for 2022. Sorry about the noise in the background. Heater's on. But I'll try my best. Try to talk loudly. And yeah, we're changing the front brake pads and brake disc, front brake pads and rotors, if you want to call them, on the VW Polo 2013. Let's get it, let's do it. Yeah, like I mentioned, heater going on there, so if it's noisy, I'm sorry, right, but it's cold here, so I need the heater on. So anyway, first things first, we take the brake fluid cap off and leave it off. Leave it to a side, and then we'll send the car up on the ramp, take the wheels off. Right, there we have it, wheel is off. What we're going to do now is we're going to get a torque 30. I've already slackened it, guys, as you can see there. Okay, the next job, what we're going to do is we're going to get a size 7 Allen key. Okay, I'm going to go around the back here, and as you can see there, we're going to take that bolt off, the one with the Allen key on it. Take this one off. Take that one off, anti-clockwise, counterclockwise. Just take them off. This one and this one. See, that is off now, but as you can see, that it's still stuck there. So what we do is we get a little flat screwdriver. We get a flat screwdriver, as you can see there, and we just push that. When we push that, that's totally off the hub there. Same on the bottom here. As you can see there, just push it out of the way. There we go. And then all we do now is just pry that caliper off. So what we do is just push the piston back a little bit. The caliper piston back just a little bit. Now you'll see it's all freestyling. That moves out of the way. We're going to take that off. Okay, so that one there, I've not taken it off all the way. I've loosened it, ready to come off. But I thought I'll just leave it there so the brake disc or the rotor doesn't fall and take your toes off. So yeah, make sure it's there, loosen, but don't take it off all the way. After that, all we do is the caliper moves out of the way. There we go. And then we'll just take that one back off totally. The torque's 30. Disc rotor comes off. Happy days. Let's go. Right, after that's off, the disc is off, rotor is off. What we're going to do is just give it a clean out, brake cleaner, wire brush, just clean everything out. Okay, next thing what we're going to do is we're going to get some big dogs, or if you've got a wind back tool, we're going to push that piston back, the caliper back. Push it in all the way, and then we'll go from there. Right, I've pushed that piston back in, so what we do is we're going to get these little sliders off. Just push them out, take them off. There we go. As you can see there, give them a clean out. It's starting to rust on the end, so we take it on the wire brush and give it a clean out. Okay, there we have it, the new brake disc, the brake rotor back on there. I'm not tightened up or anything, I'm going to tighten up on that Torx 30. Sometimes they have oil on the brake rotor, on the disc. Make sure you get some brake cleaner and clean it out properly, thoroughly, because you don't want no oil on the disc, right? So sometimes they come coated, so you don't need to do anything. Just give them a little clean out, you know, with some tissue or something like that. It should be okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and tighten that one up, right? And we'll go from there. Right, brake disc is on, there's nothing to it, it's only one little Torx there. You don't even have to take the handgun bracket or anything off like that. So that's good, that's on there. As for the brake pad, it's a little bit tricky on this one. Just pay attention, I see so many people making this schoolboy error, so just pay attention here. Right, there is the brake pads, there they are, in all its glory. As you can see there, the brake pad comes in two types of brake pads, okay? I mean, the brake pad is exactly the same, okay, but the clip is different, okay? This clip here goes, this brake pad here, especially this one, this brake pad here it will go on the outside, okay? On the outside of the caliper. This one will go on the outside of the caliper. This one here, as you can see, is a little bit different, slightly bigger, with some springiness on the clip, goes on the inside, okay? Look at it carefully, you can tell this one is slightly bigger, this one is slightly smaller. So the caliper is going to slide in this way, and you put this one into the piston. So I'll show you guys, okay? This one, this big one here, this big clip, goes into the caliper, into the piston that is, and this one goes on the outside. Right, let's get them on. Right, so as you can see there, the one with the big clip, I think I mentioned this on another video of mine. So the one with the big clip goes onto the caliper, on the caliper itself. Can you see there? On the piston, it goes in there. So I'm just going to put the camera down and put that caliper, put that brake pad onto the caliper, and I'll get back at you guys. Okay, so there we have it. The brake pad is on the onto the caliper. Okay, happy days, that's good. The one with the smaller clip on it, remember the smaller clip, okay, goes on the outside here. You can't really get it wrong, but I have noticed it in the past. People, they've come in with that one on the inside, okay, and what that tends to do is when you try refitting it, you can get it on, but basically you have to force it on. When you force it on, you damage the thread here, you damage that thread, and that thread here. The bolt goes in an angle, okay, and it messes the thread up here, which in turn will mess up your hub, which you'll need a new hub. Big trouble. So make sure the one with the smaller clip goes on the outside, and you'll see the caliper basically slide in there. Actually, I'll put it on there to make your life easier. Basically, it'll just slide into the caliper like that. Try and doing this with one hand, not the easiest thing to do, but there we go. That's in there. Happy days. Let's get it back on there, get them 2 Allen keys back on, and finish the job off. Let's go. Another thing that I do differently now on the brake pads is I use this one, this ceramic brake grease. I think is really good. Granville ceramic brake grease. Instead of using copper grease, I used to use copper grease before in the past, which is alright, it will do the job, but copper grease tends to overheat, heat up, you start squeaking. Touch wood, so far I've never had a car come back with squeaky brakes after I've put that on it. So basically we'll get some of that on there, in there. Do not put it on the friction plate, just put it on the outside, and yeah, let's get that pad on. Okay, the caliper is on there. Obviously I've not put the bolts in whatsoever, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up, make sure it's lined up properly, get these bolts on, these Allen key bolts on, hand tight, okay, put them in with your fingers. You don't want to cross thread them, that's going to mess your day up big time. So with your fingers, get them Allen key bolts on, then we go tighten them up with the ratchet. But first things first, put them on with your fingers. Okay, so there we have it. I've put them on there, the Allen key, this one and this one. I put them on by hand first. Like I mentioned, do not go gunning them on or putting them on with a ratchet to begin with. Make sure you put it onto the thread properly, and then what you do is obviously tighten it up with the ratchet. Happy days. Tighten that up. Tighten that up. That's about it. After we do that, we'll tighten them up properly, put the wheel on, job done. I've already done the other side, actually my brother's done the other side. So yeah, let's go. Okay guys, everything is done. I put the wheel back on. As you can see, the wheel is back on. Okay, tightened up, all done and dusted. I'm going to put the brake fluid cap back on. Brake fluid cap back on there. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside the car and I'm going to pump the brakes. Make sure you pump the brakes before you take it out on a test drive, because the last thing you want is you didn't pump the brakes, take it out on a test drive, first couple of times you press the brakes, you'll have no brake whatsoever, all the way to the floor. So make sure before you take it out for a test drive, you pump the brakes, get them nice and hard, nice and solid, and yeah, ready to go. All I'm going to say is, guys, I hope this video helps you guys out. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button for me. Leave a comment in the comment section. Raoul TV, Team R for UL. We'll see you guys next time.